Don't you want your boots? I was like, that might help. In this case, a new Wainwright for us.
Look at this.
This one looks spectacular, looks huge. Brilliant.
You never mentioned the flight with Schnoz. What's he doing there?
He does work, it is tried and trusted. Full urge to mine, box ticked. Hi.
This is Kerry.
And this is Kat.
And we are Tea in Valhalla.
You join us today again in Cumbria, the fantastic Lake District. And we're taking you for a hike, a circular route today. We plan to take in some iconic Lake District Wainwrights, trig points and vistas.
So we're going to go up Catbells, Maiden Moor and High Spy.
Ooh.
And then we're going to go drop down into Borrowdale. Up there behind us is Catbells.
Yeah.
And we already see the beautiful Derwentwater.
Fantastic, isn't it?
And that island there is the island that Beatrix Potter imagined to be, I think it was Owl Island in her stories.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it's sweet, isn't it? And actually, the one behind it is the one that Kerry paddled out to. So if you haven't seen that film,
have a little look
get
at that.
on, watch it.
Yeah, lots of different ways up and down Catbells. Very accessible, family friendly Wainwright from all the areas. You've got Keswick down behind us over there. Keswick is one of our favourite Lake District towns. It's an ideal HQ. You can get all your supplies from, but you can walk from Keswick. But yeah, we have used roadside parking. Again, we've set off early and we managed to find a little bit of free parking bonus.
Oh, it gets used up really quick.
Yeah, do your research and find out where you best park, where you best stop, what time works best for you.
Yeah.
With it being such an accessible fell, there is a lot of path erosion, a lot of work that goes into keeping the paths in good condition for obviously humans, but most importantly nature. And it's important that we respect that and look after it. So trying to stick to the main designated paths as we climb up here. There's a nice little mini scramble ahead of us as well.
I think some of the little bits where it's like eroded quite badly, I think we do have to sort of pull yourself up on a few bits and bobs. So I just like the views from here because I mean, this is why a lot of people, a lot of families do this mountain.
Yeah.
Because actually the views are incredible for such a short mountain.
Such amazing views of the surrounding areas, isn't it?
Yes, it does. Gives you beautiful views. It's incredible, isn't it? Look at this.
Wow.
So yes, on a west day it's maybe a little bit slippery. The geology of this mountain is sort of shale and mudstone and sandstone, which can leave it a little bit slick as it sort of breaks down.
See how quickly you gain the height from the main path up here. A little scrambly, but you can hear by my breath, my Darth Vader-esque breathing. It's no joke, is it? Not to be underestimated. Gonna have a little rummage from my sweatband. Sorry if I'm putting you off your food. Look at the views over Derwentwater from here and the reflections today as well. Calm, sunny.
There's your island, Kerry, that you
That's
name of Wales.
that is now Kerry Island, and that has been held in the name of the Welsh for the time being until it is next sieged or overtaken by the English. It's got...
You would as well.
So just going to push up this little bit here. Another little bit of climbing, a little bit. You say scrambling, it is scrambling. You do have to use your hands.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could cut round, but I'm going to go up it. It's a bit of fun, isn't it?
Bit of fun while you're here, and great to introduce little people to as well.
I think so.
like me.
Yeah.
Just up there over that piece of green is the iconic trig point. One of the prettiest trigs you'll ever see. I'm willing to wager 50 punts. At 451 metres, this is Catbells, and it's blooming beautiful.
Now look at this trig, Kerry's favourite.
What do you think? Is there a prettier trig in all of the land?
It's hard to read now because obviously it's getting slightly older, but it's got all of the mountains and their distance from you on the top. It's very pretty. And it's written on it, scenes of great beauty unfold on all sides. And they are scenes in depth to a degree not usual. And that was Alfred Wainwright that said that. And he's really not wrong. Look at this. The giants of Bencafra, Skiddaw. Beautiful.
Stunning. Sets the imagination alight with just
yes, you feel like I'll go there tomorrow, I'll go there.
And then over the years, as time goes by, you can look back and think, we've done that one.
Yeah, we enjoy doing that, don't we?
Yeah,
we like
always
pointing out where we've been and where we're going to go.
And even revisiting old favourites like Catbells.
Exactly.
Never fails. Never be afraid to go back. Do the same one a couple of times. It's always different.
Our next destination is the beautiful Maiden Moor up there, so we have to cut down. You can actually see the path, it's pretty clear, isn't it? Straight up Maiden Moor there. That'll be the next desto.
Just on one of those textbook torturous mountain parts now where you drop down off one and you can see the track ahead in front of you, and it's all up.
Back on the track to Maiden Moor now.
Clear, well defined.
Yes,
wide,
it is. Look at this. Lovely. You can see it curving all the way up.
gentle path.
Gentle, gentle. We've just had a sandwich. We had the first sandwich of the day. There'll be more. Down there, lovely Borrowdale. It's quite an important place, the Borrowdale Valley. I'll tell you for why, Kerry.
Why is that, Babs?
In the 1500s, there was a major deposit of graphite found. And at first, it was only really used for marking sheep.
Right.
But then somebody realised that you could cut it quite perfectly into pencil shapes.
Oh, wow.
And so the pencil industry was actually formed here. And that's why you still have the pencil industry in Keswick for Derwent pencils.
Yeah.
And obviously the Pencil Museum in Keswick. And also, it's still to this day a unique form of graphite.
Oh, fantastic.
Very special pencils and still world renowned. And actually my father, who's an artist, he often uses Derwent pencils still.
Just reached a junction in the path. As you can see, so my shoulder there, you can drop back down there, take you down to the shores of Derwentwater. But we're going to carry on, follow the cairns now up onto the higher summits ahead of us, Maiden Moor and High Spy. Entering a new area,
And that is
somewhere
obviously
you haven't seen before.
exactly where you've never seen. And it's lovely to suddenly get these views that you've never had before.
New patchwork, new
Yeah.
clumps of forest.
Certain things start to become distinct.
Yeah.
Something that is quite unique to these mountainous spots is that they allow you to see things from lots of different angles. And it's almost a continually moving landscape, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looking back over beautiful Catbells at the moment.
Starting to get a little bit more busy up there now.
Yes, it really is, isn't it?
The name Catbells, I tried doing a little bit of research on this before we came out today.
Oh, that's nice.
And apparently the name Catbells is sort of ancient and believed to derive from the wildcats that apparently used to roam these areas.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's cool.
So fingers crossed the wildcats are all gone now. If you're packing a tuna sandwich, you'll be safe.
The issue with these newer names is obviously they've all been bastardised from Old English.
Yes.
So it's really hard to know, but I like that story.
Fact checked. Oh!
I feel like I'm a bit of a slowpoke today. Lazy legged. Oh, but I've got to do my shoelace up as well. You know how it is sometimes, it just is, isn't it?
Yep, get the old lead legs.
Yeah.
Hard to lift, hard to move. Just got to keep encouraging them with tea and sandwiches.
Yes, because Kerry's promised that at the top of Maiden Moor I can have tea.
Some people use carrots on sticks. I use cup of teas.
Yeah, it works.
It does work, it is tried and trusted. We're on the way up Maiden Moor, disconnected from Catbells, and it feels different. It feels a bit wilder this side.
Yeah, you've got some nice heathers coming through here.
Yeah.
Ling heather.
I do love climbing a new mountain, a new peak, because you never know quite what the vista is going to be like from the top. So far the walk up has been really enjoyable, really nice path, not too steppy, one of those kind of gravelly mountain paths. Really flattened off now, the path just leads off over towards High Spy, which will take you to later as well, and stunning new vistas and views popping up everywhere. At 575 metres, this is Maiden Moor. What a beautiful,
gorgeous,
beautiful view. Looks like a wild camper's dream as well.
Yeah.
There's a little patch of flattened land over here that looks freshly camped upon.
Doesn't it?
Beautiful, yeah. Really quiet as well, other than us shouting, obviously.
Look at the rolling of the
Yeah, you can see back down now. Catbells over there. Always nice to look back and see where you come from. Very wet, I bet you, up here, isn't it?
Oh God. By the way, there are 3 or 4 different paths as you come along here, and my presumption is it's because it must be really wet, so people just pick a path when they can sort of be bothered with. Could just pick a path, that's best. Cup of tea?
I think it would be rude not to have a cup of tea after promising you one on the way up. The carrot on the stick must be delivered. You can see the path leading off towards High Spy. We'll take you over there after we've had our tea stop.
That's our highest point of the day.
Ooh. Kat has picked our tea spot. Look at this. Nestled in amongst all the bilberry bushes. These 2
chairs.
Yeah, boulder chairs, boulder seats. This one in particular looks perfect.
Look at this. And we were looking out over there, Kerry.
Fantastic.
That's the life, isn't it? That's real life.
That is the life. Oi.
Right.
Ah.
You've got to take your back off.
I'll take my backpack off now. I've just freshly sat down. I forgot to put my backpack on. No, I forgot to put my boots on when we started the walk today.
That was so weird. He just sort of jumped out the car.
Jumped out the car,
right-o.
grabbed the rucksack, and I was gone. And Kat was like, "Don't you want your boots?" I was like, "It might help. Might help." Yeah, now I've sat down for my tea and sandwich, and like a tortoise,
Oh.
can't quite get it. Today's lunch is brought to you by Higgidy's feta and red pepper sausage rolls type things.
Yeah, they're absolutely lush. And we only get these when we're feeling flush when we go on holiday.
Yeah, it's holiday food, treat food. Beautiful. Skål! So we've just finished our first proper tea stop of the day. The Higgidy's were very nice, very fancy. And we're now heading towards High Spy with my little eye. Something beginning with T? No, it's too soon. We've only just had one. Keep moving. Look at this now. Different views over this side now.
Wow. It's entirely different, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can see some of the higher peaks encased in cloud.
The reason we are doing slightly smaller mountains today is because 1, we really wanted to do this route. 2, we were knackered. And 3, we knew there was going to be thick cloud later on, so we just thought, let's just do a nice route. It'd be nice that on High Spy to not have that cloud that's rolling in quite quickly. Yeah. But we'll see.
It doesn't matter, does it? If you're up in the cloud, you're up in the cloud, you'll take it, won't you? But it's always lovely to get the views.
Of course.
And the peace and quiet. The birdsong this morning has been phenomenal, hasn't it?
Yeah, yeah, glorious at the moment.
Come on. It looks like we're walking through a dried out riverbed at the moment. There's lots of bog plants, marsh plants and things around us. Purple moor grass.
It's in sphagnum and moss as well, actually.
Have you?
Weirdly, yeah, which, well, I mean, it has to be extremely wet normally for that.
Looking back down on Maiden Moor now, Catbells completely out of view. Derwentwater now looking more like a puddle than a vast lake. So as we were coming away from our tea break there, you could see what looked like to be a trig or a big cairn on top of what we thought was the summit of High Spy. I think it might just be a viewing point or a lookout. I'm just veering off the path now to have a look. But I think the actual summit for High Spy is further down and over that way. There's Cat, look over there, doing ever so well.
Look at this terrific path. Isn't that lovely? Real sense of wildness here. It's obviously well used. I mean, the path is well used, but it feels quite remote and unused, which is a really nice thing. Kerry's over there enjoying that little lookout spot there. I think he thought that was the top on the way up, but actually I can see the proper cairn for the peak over there. Beautiful. Kerry's getting me a nice little photo because I rarely see these in flower. And these are alpine lady's mantle. Look at these little flowers. Hopefully Kerry gets a nice picture.
Tiny little trumpets.
Yeah.
Beautiful leaves.
They are lovely leaves, aren't they?
Things you wouldn't normally see.
Yeah.
Nestled in amongst all the bilberries and everything else. This just stood out, didn't it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. Nice to see it in flower.
Still making our way towards the summit of High Spy. A long windy path, still leading the way. Spectacular views all around us. I think the summit not far off now. Gives you a little bit of a second wind, doesn't it, when you see the cairn or summit point on the horizon?
I love a summit stone.
This one looks spectacular, looks huge. At 646 metres, this is High Spy.
What a beautiful
marker cairn.
Peak marker.
Yeah.
Marker.
Summit marker.
Summit stone thing.
Peak marker.
I like it.
Take your pick. So we're just going to stop here and have a cup of tea and recharge. Just stopped for another cup of tea up on High Spy, overlooking this beautiful view in front of us, watching the little bumblebee using the lady's mantle, gathering its pollen. Stunning, isn't it? So we're just working our way down now into Borrowdale. So there's a couple of different paths on the descent, the route we're walking today. Look down into the valley, you can see two paths. One goes off to the right, and this one is taking us towards old mining works. So that's where we're going to take you next.
So we're just coming through a slightly more sort of marshy section. Yep. Down towards the crossroad underneath Dale Head, and yes, and then we'll start sort of turning back inland.
So we're now down on the path that will lead us alongside the mines that we showed you from at the top there.
Yes, and do beware, the path through the PT wetland is very difficult.
Yeah, not overly easy to navigate towards Borrowdale into these mine workings here, and they're doing a lot of path work, lots of bags of stone, and again through all the erosion and use. Wow, look at this. Old miners' huts. Lots up on the horizon as well.
Well, it's obviously a slate mine, because of all the slag heaps. And often these houses, although the miners did stay in them, a lot of the time they were just for splitting slate.
Yeah, checking the quality before they pass it down the mountain.
Yeah. We were told when actually we went to Llanberis Slate Mine Museum that often they would fill, so once they'd used like an area like that, they would then just backfill it, because then you had to get rid of all the slate that they weren't using.
And where we were just stood up there, and there's a mine shaft below us, look.
Ooh. Have you got a...
I've got a head torch in the back.
Head torch to carry.
Oh wow. Oh, it's very cold in here. Oh, it doesn't go back far. It has been backfilled. And that's about as far as we can go. So that's my primeval urge to mine box ticked for today. My Welsh roots are happy with that. We're just working our way down this steep slate path at the moment, trying to remain on our feet. The afternoon sun beating down, stunning. Careful with the slime.
We've just come down from the miner's path, and now we're meeting up with this gate, so we've had to cross the river, and then we'll be walking down further down into the valley now.
Castle Crag down behind us here as we work our way along this lovely path. A bit more gentler on the feet now. We've down off the slate path, bringing us down from the miners' works. A few miles to go yet, so we'll try and show you a little bit of the walk back. Coming down through Castle Crag Quarry now. Beautiful sights, the old quarried works being reclaimed by nature, with the trees and greenery growing through the slag. And just on the horizon now we can see Derwentwater again now. Been a while since we've seen her. And yeah, the Isle of Kerry just there. So we've just dropped down from Castle Crag Quarry. I'll follow a lovely path there through all the lovely woodlands. Been cranking my neck up looking for red squirrels. Not seen one yet. Here we are now at the River Derwent. Come and have a look at this with her. Very dry at the moment. Imagine this in full spate. Still stunning, crystal clear. Still a little bit of road walking since we left the River Derwent. cut through a farm with permissions. There's actually a couple of campsites and glamping spots there as well, wasn't there?
Yeah, yeah.
And we're just working our way now back through sort of farm paths and things. Yeah, very nice. So here we are now back alongside the Derwentwater. You can drop down, go and see the sculptures and various other bits down there.
Yeah. Taking
some of the, maybe you can grab yourself a boat ride.
Yeah, there's some nice bays down there too, so you can sort of just sit at the water's edge.
We won't lie, that walk has turned into a bit of a monster.
Yes, it did.
Been thoroughly enjoyable. Some new Wainwrights for us. And one of our favourite old ones, Catbells.
Yes, I'll put on the screen like what the distance and stuff was, because I don't currently know.
No, we started around 8 o'clock and it must be knocking on 3 or 4 now, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, have a good day's walking. If you have liked today's video, enjoyed the walk, please don't forget, give it a little thumbs up. Any questions, drop us a little comment down below. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing and clicking that bell notification.
Ding, ding, ding,
Thank you very much, really appreciate it. And until next time, stay safe and well.
and keep enjoying those green spaces. Take care. Bye.
Bye everyone.